we are going to study about magnetic effect of electric current and effect of magnet on electricity. All these things we are going to study. Now let us try to understand very basic things first. See, magnet or magnetism, is an individual property of a substance, mainly magnetite ore of iron, Fe3O4. Most probably that is the chemical formula, and it is particularly a solid which attracts alloys of iron, cobalt or nickel, or attracts iron, cobalt or nickel. Alright, that is what is a magnet. That is what we have studied. So a magnet has got individual magnetic property. Alright, then we know force causes movement. If we hit something, it starts moving. So force causes movement and basically change in movement. It tries to change the state of motion. So it causes disturbance or in the motion of a body, or it relates to movement. Alright, and third thing is electricity. Electricity, in your previous classes you studied that a battery or a cell, it produces electricity. The battery has got terminals. It has got positive terminal where there is scarcity of electron, and it has got negative terminal where there is abundance of electron. So when you connect these two terminals through a wire and there is a bulb, then current flows through it. That is what we have studied, isn't it? But there is very interesting thing. The interaction of these independent physical quantities which we have known from long time, the interaction of any two of them surprisingly produces the third. There are certain laws which govern this production of the third thing. So let us try to see what I mean to say. Suppose I take a magnet and I take any coil and I move the coil near a magnet, or vice versa, electricity will be produced. Electricity will be produced. That is how a generator works. A generator actually is an interaction of a magnet and movement. A moving magnet near a coil or vice versa produces electricity. That is how a generator works. Remember that. Generator. You must be now. I think that each and every one of you must have seen generator. You see, they go and start. You see something moving, isn't it? A motor. Something moves inside. A generator. There is movement, and then that creates electricity. You put petrol, a movement is produced, and then that most probably a magnet is rotating near a coil, or a coil is rotating near a magnet, and electricity is produced. That is the basic thing you have to understand. Then suppose we take up, say for example, I change the color so that you will be able to understand. Suppose you take a magnet and you take electricity. What will happen? Combination of these two will produce movement. Like your fan is off just now, go and switch on. See, there is a big head in the fan. There must be a magnet present. Electricity goes and it produces motion over there. So that means this is motor. Combination of magnetism and electricity produces motor. Every fan is a motor. Alright. So this is there. Then we come to the third thing. The third thing is movement and electricity will produce electromagnet. Magnet, but due to electricity is produced, so it is called electromagnet. It not produces a magnet, it produces a magnetism, the property of a magnet. Alright. So now let us see, if I talk about the first combination which I said, a generator. So generator has got interaction of what? Generator has got interaction of movement and electricity. All these three things are vector quantities. you movement. Generators got what? Movement and one second, and magnetism. Movement and magnetism, and you get electricity. So that means this is the input. Movement is the input. You give movement, you give magnetism, and the output is electricity. All these three things are vector quantities. All these three things are vector quantities. So go with very basic thing. Alright. Also these three things have got directional properties as well as magnitude. So once again what I said, combination of movement and magnetism and interaction produces electricity. If I talk about electric motor, now what is the input? The input changes. We give magnetism, and we give electricity as inputs, and output, what do we get? We get movement. This is first basic thing you should be able to tell. If somebody asks you what is the input in a generator, then the input is movement plus magnetism, and what is the output? Electricity. Somebody asks you what is the input in a motor, then movement and electricity is input, and the magnetism and electricity is the input, and movement is the output. Then finally, suppose we go to electromagnet. Then what happens? You get electricity, and as input you give movement, and you get the output as electromagnetism. So first basic thing which you have to understand, then only you can go ahead. First thing is that all of these are physical quantities. These three are physical quantities. They have got units, SI units, etc. And then, like for this, Newton, for electrical field, Tesla is there, and for electricity, an ampere is there. For in electricity, there are lots of unit and terms used, potential difference, has got voltage, etc. Those things you should know. So initially, they were supposed to be independent physical quantities, but it was seen that these three, interaction of any two gives the third one. That means if you give two of them as input, you get the third one on its own. That means if you give movement and magnet, that is the input, you get electricity. That is what you do in generator. You supply some petrol, then you switch, you start it, then the movement is there, the coil moves inside a magnetic field, and electricity is produced. So in a generator, output is electricity. Alright. Second, motor, what happens? You go and switch on. So electricity come already in the fan's head. It's so big, no? The fan, if you see. So in the fan's head there is magnet. So electricity and magnet produces movement, and the fan rotates. Then you see electromagnet. In electromagnet, what is the input? You give electricity and you give movement. In a circular coil, you give pass electricity and put an iron rod inside it, or any iron rod. Then what happens? You will get magnetism. So that magnetic property is called electromagnet. So the output in electromagnet is magnetism, the input is movement and electricity. So we'll take up one by one. First we'll try to understand magnet and its property in video 2. Thank you.